my name is Jedi Master X, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, if you've seen any of the video, or the video you're currently watching, is reviewing toys. For the first one I have C-3PO and BABU FRIK. I say that wrong, probably. But, well, this is C-3PO, obviously, and he is from the Black series. So, if you click this video to watch the Black series, C-3PO and BABU FRIK, well, you came to get someone's opinion. Maybe opinion won't like, but someone's. So let's get into this. So first off, we have the Black Series box. Side says black. The left side with C-3PO and BABU FRIK. You can see a C-3PO and an and symbol. No BABU FRIK on the wrist. In the front, we have Star Wars, the Black Series logo. We got BABU FRIK, C-3PO wearing Chewbacca's satchel. And part of his bowcat strip. There's another piece in here, if you can see it. It's very hard to see, but that's the rest of it. Here we have C-3PO and BABU FRIK. We have the choking hazard for 4+. We even have this picture of BABU FRIK and C-3PO. He's got, it looks like an electro staff almost, but that does not come with the figure, and I'm very confused why it's on there. Nonetheless, this is made by Hasbro. We got on the right side C-3PO and BABU FRIK, some numbering. The back, we have Star Wars the Black Series. We got their bio, and then a few different languages. So I guess I'll read them off then. C-3PO's is, C-3PO longs for more peaceful times, but his continued service to the Resistance keeps him on the front lines of the galactic conflict. I'll read BABU FRIK's as well. A tiny, well-regarded droidsmith, BABU FRIK can modify virtually any droid, regardless of the security measures protecting its systems. So, yeah. C-3PO is one of my favorite characters. This is a toy. And just generally one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. I have a few others, as I'm sure you do, or whatever you're watching this video for. But, so, I am going to open this, possibly not on camera, and, well, we'll get the figure out and I shall show it to you. See you in a second. And I'm back. So, C-3PO is in an awesome stance. A much cooler stance than C-3PO is usually seen in. Not saying C-3PO's normal stance is not cool. It just, this gives him more, I have a gun now pose. BABU FRIK is laying against his leg. I tried to put him on his shoulder, but many tries, and I know that's not going to happen without, very easily at least, without some sort of sticky thing like sticky tack. I could try that, but if I do, it would be at the end of the video. So let's take a closer look at the figures. I will show you BABU FRIK first, so I can get him small. Get him, because he is very small, and get him out of the way. So BABU FRIK is very tiny and blue. He's, I believe, around the size of the Black Series Porgs. So on the box art, he has more of a mustache-like fur coming off his face, so a mustache. He doesn't really seem to have that on the figure. Makes him look a little bit less like an old man and more like a baby. But he's got a helmet, cloth, a belt, which, as weird as that looks on the back, that is actually where it's supposed to be. Hands covered with little gauntlets, and his welder mask, which can come up and down, or really far down. He has joints in his arm. They're ball joints. And his waist can swivel. I'm afraid he has no leg joints other than that. So I'm going to set him down here. And we will move on to C-3PO. So, this is C-3PO. Human-cyborg relations. He's got yellow eyes. And, well, gold. He also has silver on the sides of his arms here. And, actually, hold up, let me just remove the accessories, including the satchel. And I'm just confusing myself. So, this does not have a peg or anything. It merely just sits on him like this. Strange, but works. As long as he's not moving around too much. He likes to fall off his shoulder a little. So here he is. I am about 90% sure that C-3PO has not had a trigger finger hand before. If I can get the camera to focus. Alright. He's got detailing inside his hand, much easier to see in person. Nice detail on top of his hand. He also has wires, color, so his joints, he has a neck joint, go around or side to side, up and down. Side to side isn't very far. That's probably because of these. Actually, that's where they would put screws inside his helmet to keep the mask on with the costume. So, you can bend the legs fairly decently. Can't really turn them very far. They don't go up too far anyway, but that's fine. With someone like Anakin Skywalker or, well, not Darth Vader. Let's just go with Anakin Skywalker or Obi-Wan Kenobi. You would want more leg posability. As with someone like C-3PO, who's not known for being able to do sprinting, it's much easier for him to have his legs stiff. But he's got some of that little bump like detail on his front. His arm pistons go up and down with this bend. His elbow does not go any farther than that. He does have a swivel joint here. His shoulder also He's able to turn up and down. His arm can go side to side. And on his trigger hand, it can go up and down. Wait, that was up, that was down. Other arm, basically the same thing, except for his other hand, which is much more of a holding hand. Can bend to the right and to the left. Fun fact, again, when C-3PO was in The Last Jedi, the Skywalker Saga, Rise of the Skywalker, it was the first time that the actor was able to hold things with C-3PO's gloves. I mean, he was able to hold things, but he wasn't able to hold anything really small. And any things he was able to hold, he was not able to hold very well. And so that's just a fun fact. He has some nice leg detailing. And back detailing. His foot is able to go up and down. Wait, that's up and get down again. I keep doing that wrong. Oh well. Go side very weirdly. Other side, once again weirdly. And well, there's a few neat other features, but I will get to those in a second. I would like to show off the rest of his accessories. I mean his accessories. He's got Chewbacca's sash, or satchel. I'm not 100% sure what these are, but I believe they are extra magazines because Chewbacca's bowcaster required literal ammo, unlike regular blasters, which required gas canisters, along with certain other things, but mainly the gas. Very shiny brown. Here's his bowcaster. I mean, Chewbacca's bowcaster. It comes in 2 pieces. That's just how it comes in the package. I'm sure with the Chewbacca figure, it also comes like that. So, this is just a little bent when it first came out, and it's been a little bent since then. But it's fine. I'm sure you'd be able to put in some hot water or a hairdryer and get it bent into shape. But I myself am just going to leave it around the same, just so I don't break it. Some very nice detailing on the sides, especially with this wire. I like the little stalk piece there. It has a scope. Always wondered what these were, but as you imagine, a crossbow supposed to appear to have wires this way, but it's also a laser crossbow, so it doesn't need wires. And C-3PO can have this put into his trigger finger hand. You can just hold it, or you can put the other side in his other hand and have him hold it. Once again, very cool like. And if anyone tries to say something along the lines of C-3PO's always looked cool, I agree. As I said at the beginning, C-3PO is one of my favorite characters from Star Wars, and one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. So, I agree with him being cool all the time. I just thought, with a gun, it gave him a different sort of coolness. So there are two more features that I forgot to show off. I have not forgot, haven't shown off yet. I think I forgot his waist though. Go up, down, side, side, and that's about it. And so, well, let me show you the other features. So, spoilers for the movie if you haven't seen it. And you might just want to skip just a few seconds, not a few seconds, just a little ahead so you don't get spoiled. I like to give proper spoiler warnings if I can remember to. I always found that a little annoying with other people's videos. They'd be spoiler warning and just tell it immediately without giving you time to react. But that's not what I'm going to do here. So consider yourself warned. Okay, so on the back of C-3PO's head in the movie, BABU FRIK was working on C-3PO's head. So if you can pull off the back of his head, revealing some of the wires and skull piece is under the headpiece that was seeable in the prequels, more notably the first movie where he is completely wireless. That was a spoiler, but I doubt you haven't seen the prequels at this point, but sorry if I did. Anyway, so that comes off, and you can put it right back on. So there's one more feature, which also based on the movie, and if you've seen the trailers, he's got some red eyes that can glow. If heat is added to his eyes will stay this color, yellow, and very uneven looking. But if I go and put him in a cold area, which I will do in a second to show you it, his eyes will be red. And, well, it just kind of makes him look a little bit more evil than he already is. That was a joke. So, I will be right back. Sorry, so I'm back. And, well, his eyes, I didn't leave him in there. I put him in the freezer for a few seconds. Not a few seconds, about a minute. And his eyes aren't completely red. That's probably just because I didn't leave him in there long enough. So, there is a glimpse of what his eyes look like when they're red. For a fact, him being room temperature, I've realized, is, well, throughout having this so far, I've realized by room temperature his eyes are a little bit red. And if you blow on them with warm air at all, even just your breath, will make them turn back to yellow. So just in case you're wondering why his eyes would be slightly red, not that he's haunting you. I say but yeah, that is about it. Other than, any sort of details I've missed on his body. And, well, just him and BABU FRIK. So, that is the end of the video. Well, it's not completely over yet. I still would like to say a thing or two real quickly. Let's just set C-3PO over there. Real nice. And people like. If I can get his arm to work for some reason. Sorry, that took a second. Just leaning against it for now. So, that was the review. And I personally love this figure. Him and BABU FRIK. He and BABU FRIK could use a little bit of facial hair. But that's just a small detail complaint. I myself would probably be having him wear the welder mask. Just because I like welder masks. But I have, well, absolutely zero complaints about C-3PO. He looks, to me, just like the movie, his version. And, well, I just love C-3PO. I'm sure many people, other people do, too. You're not able to see it, but right above this I have a picture of C-3PO and R2-D2. So, this is another spoiler warning, so I'll give you a second. Well, there's just one small complaint I have that isn't about the toy or anything, so don't worry about the toy. It's mainly just a small fact in the movie, that's all. This toy and the poster in the movie with him holding Chewbacca's crossbow mainly just led me to believe that C-3PO was gonna, for just at least a part of the movie, you know, be able to walk around with a gun and actually be able to blast people into the next universe, so that's just a little sad for me. But I suppose I'm glad C-3PO didn't die, so that's good. Okay, spoiler up. That was a fake laugh. I should strive to do better with that. But, well, that was my basically the rest of the review. But if you think about getting this for a collector, or you are a collector, well, I think that you would highly like to get it, especially if you like C-3PO, because this is a very nice variant of him. Allowing him with a trigger finger could come with many different things, such as handing him a DC-14. I said 15. DC-14 is the little pistols that Captain Rex and many other captains would have. Basically, it's the pistol of the Clone Wars. Some of y'all may be saying, I already know that, but some of y'all may not, and that's the reason I said it. So, yeah, you can be making C-3PO hold DC-14 and shooting clones or something. And of course, you could just have him wearing the satchel, walking around, or holding C-3PO, Chewbacca's bowcaster, looking awesome. And if you want to, you could just use BABU FRIK for small engineering, repairing, or just be that tiny little alien in the background of your set. And of course, kids and other people that like to play with toys, like toys are meant for, would enjoy it. I mean, you got C-3PO, cool character. Now, you can add a bit more variety with him having a gun, and you get a small little alien, cool. You get a small alien dude. And one thing I know that at least a lot of kids love robots. Some may not, but that's just the kid. So, is this a good set for collectors? I believe so, in my personal opinion. Is this a good set for kids? I also believe so. But, of course, you might want to check with your kid first. Or the kid you're getting it for. Or the kids that are getting it. But either way. I think kids and collectors, adults and alike would like it. Maybe not as much as some person would like something else, but my personal opinion, this is one of my favorite Black Series. So, Jedi Master X out. Have a good day. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. That sounds very weird. I'm not sure about notification bell, but if you want to press it, be my guest. I just shrugged. You could not see that. Have a good day or night.